Gemini, to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. This is Sophie. Thank you so much for joining me. This is going to be your reading for January 2019. Happy New Year's, my loves. This is amazing. This is so... We made it in one piece. Just barely, but we made it. All right, my lovely Gemmies. So this reading is open. It's not going to be limited to just love, just career, any particular topic. We are going to leave it open to whatever downloads Spirit wants to drop into us. So January 2019, this reading is going to be relevant for either that time frame or for whenever you come upon this video. Okay, welcome, welcome. Much love, much light. But this is for anything that you really need to be focusing on, that is going to help you achieve your higher vibration, keep you on the path towards your greatest and highest good. What is going to be productive for you to think about in January? Because we all know what we like to focus on. Maybe it's career and finance, maybe it's love, maybe it's spiritual growth. You know, we all have that thing that we really like to focus on all the time. But this message is going to be for what is necessary. Okay, and it might not be what you want to be focusing on, but it's going to be what is necessary. All right, Gemmy? So let's go ahead and see what messages we have here from Spirit. This is the Spirit Messages Oracle by John Holland, and we will do your tarot spread using the Radiant Rider-Waite. While I was pre-shuffling, I saw a family gem. I see a child. I see a mom. I see a family unit. What's going on? I have some Gemini friends that I've done readings for, and things, it's trouble in paradise, Gemmy. What's happening? Let's see what January 2019 brings for you. Embrace the moment. Embrace this day, this very moment. Think positively today and repel those negative thoughts. Try not to judge yourself or others. This may be harder than you think. What is actually happening is that you're changing your energy. So Gemini, what I feel here is that you're actually changing your mind. You're judging yourself really, really harshly. Oh, excuse me. You're judging yourself really harshly because where you are right now, you realize is not where you have been wanting to be. You probably changed your mind about something pretty massive. Your career, whether or not you want the family that you're in, you know, not the family that you're in, but you know, you love your children, but maybe you're losing feelings for your wife. Maybe your wife and you, or the mother of your children, or if you are a feminine Gemini and you are married to your husband, or you're in a partnership, a committed relationship with your boyfriend, you guys have children or not, but you have plans, whatever it is. You know, maybe you've realized that you've had this fantastical idea of what your life should be, but now you're realizing that maybe those were based on other people's standards and not yours, or the career you want is not the one you wanted, it was just based on other people's desires for you, and you've been living someone else's dream, and now you're really hard on yourself, Gem. Why? You're defensive, you're tired of fighting. What is this about, please? For Gemmy, January 2019, you're very tired. But what about this defensiveness? Let's see, Gemmy. There's a love offer that's being extended and you're not accepting it. Either that or you're bored where you currently are. Yeah, there was some type of epiphany you had recently, or some type of downfall of a structure that was really precious. There's a stalemate here. There's boredom. There's a stalemate. There's not accepting. You're tired of fighting. You've realized here that you're really just tired. You want to walk away. Look at that. You really want to walk away, Gem. You've had an epiphany. You've realized you're tired. You're tired of constantly not knowing what you want out of this situation. You're tired of always wanting more. You know you want more. Here you're walking away from the Eight of Cups so that you can have the Two. Are you in a relationship that's dissatisfying? Are you really unhappy with where you're at romantically? I feel like you are, Gem. I feel like this is a romantic situation that hasn't really progressed. Love yourself first. Love yourself first. You're putting yourself second by sitting in a situation that doesn't serve, that makes you unhappy, that makes you constantly feel defensive. Maybe you're always getting into fights with this person. Whatever it is, whatever competition, whatever it is that you lack, that you're tired of having to feel like you need to accept just because you're in a committed relationship, or it feels like you're really selling yourself short here. You've realized that you're just done. You realize that you're done. There's a situation you're in that is really, you're walking away. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. Flirt. Love yourself first. You're at a point right now where you really just want to start over. You deserve love. You really just want to start over, Gemmy, because you've realized you've been settling for less. Right? Here you are trying to focus on what you've got. You've got the Three of Cups. That's great. Maybe you have a friendship with the person that you're with. But you've got this like soulmate that's coming in, and you've been rejecting them because you're in a committed relationship. You are married. You have children. You have made a conscious effort that this soulmate situation, the timing isn't right. But at the same time, you're extremely unhappy. You're judging yourself a lot because there's something really unconventional about what it is you're dissatisfied about. You feel really guilty that you feel this way. You feel really guilty that you've fallen out of love. I'm getting love. I'm getting marriage. I'm getting a relationship, a romantic relationship, Gemmy. There's something here that you know you don't want anymore, and you feel so guilty that that's how you feel because someone in your position might be really grateful. Maybe your partner isn't everything that you want them to be, but they are a great mom or a great father. There's something about them that's really, another person would just say, hey, like maybe this isn't what I've always dreamt of, but it's so good, why would I give it up? And in your heart of hearts, you're like, but I want to walk away. I know I have more coming to me. Like, you just know it. It's an intuitive knowing. You have this soulmate coming in, this divine, this cup that's being offered from the freaking divine. And you see it, and you're ignoring it because of where you currently are. But you're in this stalemate. You've been in this stalemate, and to be honest, you're really tired of it. You're really tired of rejecting new opportunity just because you're trying to play it safe and because it's what other people expect of you. And you're judging yourself really, really, really hard in January 2019 because you've come to this realization that you've got one foot out the door. And it's almost like you don't even know yourself anymore. You thought you knew what you wanted, and you've realized what you actually want is to start over. You're tired and you want to walk away. There's a structure that you've been protecting that has gone nowhere, that you feel bored with, that you feel just is not, you don't feel like you're progressing. And to be honest, you don't want to progress. You're done. You're done. You want to love yourself first. You feel you're judging yourself quite a bit, but you know that by walking away, you'd actually be loving yourself. And here, maybe you're a flirt. Maybe you've been flirting with the idea of doing this. Now whereas before you used to be really against leaving such a huge commitment behind, now you're actually thinking about it. You're flirting with the idea of what your life could be like if this wasn't holding you back. Because that's what you feel like it's doing. There's a block here. There's an emotional block. You're trying to stay really objective, but the objectivity is sucking away your happiness because it doesn't fulfill you. Not anymore. And maybe if there's another person in your environment, you've been flirting with them and you realize, man, this person's actually better. This experience, this time that I get to spend with this person is actually better than that same time I had with my spouse. Like when I first met my spouse, I thought they were pretty and really smart, but this person's pretty, smart, and funny. Like they're the total package, and it's something that you feel with this new person that you actually never felt, period, with the person that you're with. You see that it exists. Other people settle because they don't know, but you see that it exists, and it's tempting you it's challenging you to put yourself first. It's challenging you to make that decision that you know will fulfill your heart and fulfill your soul. So January 2019 is going to be a challenge because you are going to come to this realization that you want something different than you've been working on this whole time. Something you've spent a lot of time and energy and effort on creating is now probably going to be scrapped. Or at least you want it to be. I would say that according to this reading, it seems like you really truly are bored and you really truly want to walk away. I would just examine what I feel. If I were you, just re-examine your priorities, make sure that what it is you would be leaving this situation for, or make sure that you're leaving for the right reasons. Make sure that you're not making any decisions in this situation that is guarded, that is led by fear, and make sure that you are making these decisions because you have love for yourself, that the love for yourself is what's driving your decision and not the fear of something else. Judgment is plentiful no matter what decision you make. It's going to be there, okay? But don't sabotage yourself just because there are things here in the 3D world that are making your progress in the 5D a little bit difficult. You know what you need to do, you know what will make you happy, and there's always a way, a peaceful, amicable way of being able to achieve the things that you want. And even though relationships with people can be very difficult to handle, to discuss, to end, whatever it is, it's doable. It's doable. People do it every day and they survive, and they actually come out a lot stronger because they've defended their own position. They've grounded themselves and they've done what's right for their heart. And that's really all that matters. Make sure that you are loving yourself first. Be guided by love and light. Do not let fear of judgment, fear of hurting others, guide your decision. Love yourself. And if that means releasing yourself from a situation that burdens you and makes you feel heavy, then that's just what you've got to do, Gemmy. Okay, January 2019 is bringing this aha moment, this realization, this potential crumble of a foundation you spent a lot of time for, but where one thing ends and one thing crumbles, you have something even better coming in. The bigger the space left behind from the thing that came down, the bigger the space is available for something great to enter your life, and that is what is waiting for you in 2019, is the rebuilding of a structure that's even better than what you've left behind. So keep the hope, keep the faith, and realize that you are worth everything that you want for yourself and more. And that there are people who are surrounding you, who support you and love you and help you whenever it is that you need help and need guidance or companionship. Alright, Gemmy? I love you so, so, so much, my loves. Please have a great, great, great new year. Be safe, have fun, and I'm gonna see you guys all next time, next year. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you to the moon and back, my Gemmies. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time, okay, my loves? I'll see you. Bye. Mwah.